All right, everyone, welcome in. Let's get started with Christian Lattanzio today. We will go off the top with Will Polaschik and then go from there.
Afternoon, Christian. How are you?
Good afternoon, Will. I'm fine, thanks. You?
I'm well. In terms of availability, I know that the only one questionable is Brecht. I guess what can you at least give us based on what you've seen from him per his availability?
No, he trained with us, and I think Brecht should be fine. He trained not completely in the sense that we wanted to tailor-make his training accordingly to the information we got from the performance department. But Brecht he responded well. He's an experienced player. He knows how to listen to his body, and in that sense, I think he will be part of the squad.
How much does the way the last two games finished with you guys and having a layoff of time without a game, how much does that stick with you and you almost kind of feel like you have to make amends in the way that those last two games finished?
I mean, there are different ways to look at games, Will. This is one, to focus on the last few minutes where we conceded, but also there is the way we played home and away against two very good teams, and I felt that our boys were dominant in both games, or at least made it very difficult for the opposition to express their best football. And this is where we need to put our focus, in my opinion, to never to be satisfied, but because if we are doing well, or if we have done well, it means it's a stepping stone for us to do better. Doing better also means to be more focused in certain moments and to be more forceful, more ruthless, people like to say in football, no? So to take chances when we can, because then the last 5 minutes will matter less. But unfortunately, the game went this way. We have been also unlucky, I think, as well as maybe we should have, managed those situations better. But it was tough on the boys, because in both games I thought that we did enough to win the game, and certainly we deserve to win the game. And we want to keep playing the way we have done in the last 3 games and keep progressing as a team.
And lastly, for me, just kind of on that, the last 3 games have been a bit of an offensive renaissance from a chance creation standpoint. And I know a lot of that's Brecht, a lot of that's Arfield late. And you mentioned that this team is taking to the approach that you've put forth. How do you keep them, going on that when you've had a layoff? How do you make sure that basically what you've implemented stays intact 2 weeks later?
Yeah. So the first part, partly is Brecht, partly is Scott, but they are part of the team, and for me, it's the team that play well. Obviously, they add their own qualities to a team effort, and that was one of the reasons we wanted them here. But to keep moving in that direction, I think it's visible also to the players that the way we are working, the way we are. Keep improving our game model it makes them feeling better. At least in the last 3 games, we move forward, and we just need to keep adding to the way we train and play. There is no satisfaction in, there is satisfaction obviously in seeing that we play better, that we defend better, that we attack better. But at the same time, if we are doing well, as I said before, it means we should aim to do better. We must aim to do better.
Appreciate the time, Christian. Good luck tomorrow.
Thank you. Thank you, Will.
All right, let's go to Carol Walton.
Hey, Christian, how are you?
I'm fine, Carol. Hope you're well.
I am. I just wanted to ask about Enzo and Swiderski. I know Carroll's been playing well at that number 9, and now you've got Enzo healthy. So how do you play it? Do you continue to maybe bring Enzo off the bench late, or what do you, how do you play that?
Good things come to those who wait. So tomorrow you will see.
I'm looking forward to it, Christian.
Yeah, no, it's important to understand that I really don't. I know I don't like to look at football through numbers, either tactically or I understand that sometimes it simplifies things, but I see, for example, as people call number 9, I think that I like to call them central attackers or wide playmakers, the players that play wide, and because everybody in the way we want to play is called to defend and to attack. The goalkeepers will start our way of attacking. The strikers, they will start our way of defending. So in that sense, it doesn't mean that that I have to choose one or the other. Sometimes I think that the balance of the team needs to be taken into consideration. There are many considerations that have to be taken when thinking about the starting 11, when thinking about the roster, because there will be players that I have to keep out. And as I said before to you or your colleagues, the most difficult part of my job is this day in which I have to put out of the squad certain players that they contributed to training, they train well, but in the end there are only a certain numbers of players I can bring with me, and the difficulties is that I have to take this decision now and not after the game.
Right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, Kenneth Lee.
Christian, good afternoon. How are you?
Hey, Kenneth, I'm fine, thank you.
So I know obviously we've talked about this before this season, and obviously the playoff race is here. You guys are just a few points outside of DC United, who you guys face on Saturday. What are some of the challenges you guys are going to face coming up against DC this weekend?
You mean tactical challenges against this team?
Yes.
He's a team that has been playing well, that that added many players. Is very different team from last season. They added many players starting from the preseason, and they added a lot of quality and experience, and they kept doing this also during the summer season, where they actually changed the DP Fountas with Pirani. So there are a number of challenges that we have. There are good players like Leak in midfield that is a player that, if given time and space with his experience and his quality, can hurt oppositions. Benteke obviously now is more accustomed to this league. So there are a number of challenges that we have. We know this is a team that likes to play, that has a certain and established way of playing football, and but we want to give them, like we do with everybody, a strong game, and to be aggressive, to keep being aggressive with the ball and without the ball, like the football that we want to implement in this football club.
Absolutely. Thank you. Good luck on Saturday.
Thank you, Ken.
Okay, I'm assuming Mike Solarte. Yeah, there's his hand. Go ahead, Mike.
Well, I wasn't assuming that I was the last one to go here, but Christian, good to see you. It's been 2 weeks. What did you guys get accomplished in the break?
Managed to get 1 year older. No, it's we have done. Listen, joking apart, I think this is a team that trains hard, and listen, we try to use any moment, we trained hard also in the week that it was the international or the bye week, whatever you want to call it. We came together, we trained, we played 11v11 among ourselves to improve certain parts of the game, and we are very much into improving ourselves on a daily basis, individually and collectively. So I think in that sense, I'm very proud of the boys, of the way they, they come together. I try to give them days off whenever possible, but certainly it's not a team that, that likes to, take too much time away from our work. There is a lot of passion, a lot of curiosity, and a lot of to see how far we can go and how far can we improve.
How tough is it though to keep the guys, engaged? Because we talked about it before. Guys don't like training; they would rather play games. Well, you had 2 weeks after elimination from the Leagues Cup, and then you had the international break. So it's been like a month total in the last, like 6 weeks or so, 6-8 weeks that you guys have had to just kind of figure things out. And I mean, I can imagine you guys are pretty antsy to get back and get into the teeth of the home stretch.
Yeah, it's true what you say, but it's also we are very aware of that. The players obviously prefer to play and train. That's why also we structure training in a way that is mimic part of the games that we play. So it's true that the game is a different experience, emotionally and also strategically, because for as much as you try to replicate, you will never be able to play exactly what the opposition is going to throw at you. But the boys were very motivated, very and in a good spirit, and wanted to put themselves about, even when we play among ourselves. So obviously we know what we are trying to do, for as much as we are trying to hide it. But it's good to have the games back. It's good to go. We are in the last stretch of the season, and we need to go as strong as we can.
Last one for me, Christian. Wouldn't be a Friday if I didn't ask you. Your favorite comedic actor?
My favorite?
Yes, your favorite comedic actor, favorite funny actor.
Comedic. Okay,
Yeah.
my favorite comedian. There are a few. Maybe the one I admired the most, it was Charlie Chaplin, because of many things, because of he was a pioneer in many ways, and I've always admired. When I was a kid, obviously I used to laugh looking at superficially. When I grew up, I understood other things, and yeah, I think is the one that I find extremely deep.
Very interesting response, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right.
Good luck on Saturday.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. We'll
Thanks.
see you guys on Saturday.
Thank you.